a nice incentive, but it doesn't really change anything for the team. Our goal has been to play good cricket, and we've done that in the past 1 year or so, and we want to continue with the same. Even last year when we won against South Africa, because of some other team losing, we became number one for a brief period. But I think to be the best side in the world, you need to play consistent cricket for a span of 3-4 years. That's what we feel. This is a pretty immediate and short-term incentive. That's what I feel. You have to play good cricket for a sustained period of time to actually be the number one team in the world. We have played good cricket. That's why we've climbed up the rankings. But if you see, we have played lesser number of games compared to other teams. So the more games you play, you can only be judged after that how good the team has been. So far we've been very, very good, but I think at the end of the season we'll probably be in a better position to look back at how we played and then figure out where we stand.
That in cricket you prepare for all kinds of things, but the one thing that you can't really prepare for is like rain breaks. It looks like you're going to have every shot interruptions. So what do you do in the dressing room when there's a break? And also you've said before that the breaks are a problem for us. We lose wickets on the breaks. So is that a bit of an extra worry?
I think, yeah, I mean, you obviously sometimes when you have too many interruptions, I think some people tend to think that they can relax, but I think you require more concentration in an interrupted game, because when there's no breaks, you can plan according to how the game will go for 5 days or 4 days, whatever it is. But with breaks, your concentration and your plans can be disrupted very quickly. So the term that people say switch off and switch on, I think that is the most important factor in an interrupted game, and that's what a cricketer has to master pretty quickly in his career, because these sort of games you don't want a situation where you're not 100% into the game if you get interruptions. So it is challenging, but when it happens, you have to make sure that you get a hang of this as well, because it does happen quite often, especially in Test cricket.
I think, yeah, Virat, you said this might continue for a while, batting at number 3. So in order to prepare for the role, do you kind of think a little differently when you go out there and plan a little differently?
No, I don't. I mean, if you're playing 5 batters and we're looking to back someone at 5, then obviously the batting order that we played in the last game works. When we play 6 batters and 4 bowlers in home conditions maybe, where you won't require the extra 5th bowler who might not bowl too many overs, then the combination becomes different. But we are open to both, as I've said in the past. And no, I don't look to prepare in a different way. For me, the mindset matters before I go into bat. It can be any position. If you're mentally feeling good, then more often than not you'll be able to execute.
Molly, the Indian team is having different combinations at different venues based on the situations and conditions. So it's overall, when you look at the performance, you think India now have a large pool for you to select the players that are there that fit the combination, and as we go ahead, the combinations will keep on changing because you have options.
See, if the wickets are drastically changing from one venue to the other, then obviously you will see a change here and there, especially with one bowler playing in front of the other. But as far as the pool of players goes, I think we have a very good squad here. We have the standby players that we have back home have the skill sets as well. So everyone has been briefed clearly about the roles that they have to play, and we have players that are being ready accordingly, according to what we require in every series. So that is one thing that is very important to this team, and that is the only way you can, if you look to take chances, and if you look to take a few risks, that's the only way you can win games and win series, and that's what we always look to do.
Virat, you said before the start of the series that not everybody gets a chance when you start, obviously, and in the last test you made changes. you want to change, let's say, what's the thought process for that? Somebody like a Shantanu is there, or Murli Vijay who's promoted again.
Again, as I said before, it's it's what the management and myself what we feel is the best combination to play at a particular ground. You know, nowadays the game is so competitive that it's you can't afford to make changes forced on giving people chances. You know, in between a series, one or two spots will obviously be available for changing and trying some other player, but I don't think you can make too many changes as far as one series goes, because we're playing a big season. We're playing games at home as well, so you want players to be in that kind of mindset where they feel like they will, when they come to the next series, they know they are in the starting 11 and they can prepare accordingly. So we have done that pretty well so far in the last year and a half. As I said, couple of spots here and there will always be up for change because of what the conditions are like and what the pitch is like. As I said about one bowler playing over the other, or as the batting spot I mentioned in the last week. So I can't obviously disclose the things that we are looking to do in this test match. If there are any, then obviously that will be conveyed before the team goes out of there.
One question from Karthik and last question from Sunil.
Yeah. I came a little late, so I'm not sure if you can ask this, but in terms of the conditions here, what do you expect if you?
I had a look yesterday. There were a few damp spots. The covers came on pretty quickly today, so I don't know how much that has dried up. We're obviously going to name a few more than 11 and take a call tomorrow morning as to what the best combination is. Apart from the damp spots, the surface looked pretty dry. Should have turned and bounced. That's the feeling I got. But if we have rain for the next 3 days on and off, then I'm sure the seamers will get much more assistance. Even in the side nets today, the seamers did get a lot of assistance. So as I said, we'll have to keep enough players in the squad for us to change last minute according to what the weather conditions are like and how much the wickets are going to stay under covers.
Last question from them, right?
विराट कप्तानी की जब बात होती है तो क्रिकेटिंग स्ट्रैटेजीज आप बचपन से खेलते हुए सीखते हुए जाते हो, लेकिन उसमें कप्तानी के लिए मैन मैनेजमेंट भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ होती है क्या, और वो आप कैसे सीखते हो? क्योंकि एक प्लेयर खेल रहा है तो वो मोटिवेटेड रहता है, उसको अगर बाहर बिठाया तो वो थोड़ा डिप्रेस होता है, तो ये मैन मैनेजमेंट कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है और आप कैसे संभालते हो?
मैन मैनेजमेंट काफ़ी बड़ा फैक्टर है. आई थिंक मोर देन कैप्टनसी, मैन मैनेजमेंट आई थिंक कोचिंग का एक बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर होता है. और इस टीम में अच्छी बात यह है कि कम्युनिकेशन काफ़ी अच्छा है, तो मैन मैनेजमेंट इतना मुश्किल नहीं होता, क्योंकि जब आप कम्युनिकेट कर देते हैं कि टीम ऐसी तरीके की क्रिकेट खेलने वाली है और खेलना चाहती है, तो सब लोगों को पता होता है कि क्या करना है, और जो डिसीजन लिए जाते हैं फिर लोग उसको बेटर अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं. जब कम्युनिकेशन ना हो और डिसीजन लिए जाएं तो फिर वो उसमें मैन मैनेजमेंट आगे आती है कि आप उस प्लेयर को कैसे समझाएंगे. अगर आप पहले कम्युनिकेट कर देंगे तो वो चीज़ थोड़ी ईज हो जाती है, लेकिन लोगों को मोटिवेट करना या किसी का अगर अच्छा सीरीज़ नहीं जा रहा है, अच्छा सीज़न नहीं जा रहा है, तो उस प्लेयर को कैसे उठाना, आई थिंक वो मैनेजमेंट स्किल ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है और ज़्यादा टफ है. क्योंकि इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में हमें पता है कि जब अच्छा फेज़ नहीं होता तो काफ़ी लोनली फील करता है प्लेयर. तो वो एक चीज़ हमने रिकग्नाइज़ करी है कि ऐसा प्लेयर को फील ना होने दें. जितना टीम बॉन्डिंग बना के रखेंगे उतना प्लेयर एंजॉय करेगा एनवायरनमेंट को, और उसे पता रहेगा कि एक अच्छा मैच, एक अच्छी इनिंग्स के बाद उसका मूड भी लिफ्ट होगा और टीम ऑब्वियसली उसको हमेशा बैक करती रहेगी. तो आई थिंक उसमें मोर देन कैप्टन या कोच के अलावा पूरी टीम का एक रोल रहता है कि उस प्लेयर को उठाएं, और ये टीम वो चीज़ काफ़ी अच्छे से करती है.
Thank you very much.